what are the options? So, we discussed about what are the criteria or considerations we have when you are looking for bottom of the pyramid consumers or price sensitive consumers in emerging markets, right. So, basic, let's break down in terms of logically what should be your first target. First go for, in typically in these emerging markets, first go for users with high intent to buy, but many users cannot find it or cannot afford it due to high prices, right. So, the buying option is the buying intent is there, but current products come at very high price or do not meet the requirement. So, you create products at lower price points. If you can build that, that will have a great takeoff. If you that is not feasible, then next option is go for users with again high intent to buy, but many users cannot afford it due to higher prices and higher features. In the first case we discussed where availability is an issue and price is an issue. In second case we are talking about you go for only price is an issue, availability is not an issue, right. Many users cannot afford it due to higher prices and higher features. So, you probably reduce the features and reduce the price and create an alternate product in this market. Third option is go for markets with high demand, but you can easily move users to products that are more appropriately designed for them. Okay. So, there are products available in the price points, there is demand is there, but your product is more appropriately designed, right, more specifically meets the requirement, right, considerations that we discussed. It creates unique, let us say, financing scheme or value proposition through advertising, right. You can easily appropriately design for them and switch there, right. These are your third option. The fourth option is these are explicit demands. The fourth option we can go for markets with latent demand, okay, not explicit but latent demand. Markets with latent demand, but many potential users do not consider it as it is high priced and appears inappropriate for them, right. Latent demand is there, but they are presently not conscious. So, next option is fifth option is here go for markets with latent demand, but many potential users do not consider it as it is too cheap and so appears inappropriate. Again we discuss about sometimes too cheap is also will have a problem, right. Too cheap as in, so what when I say this product is too cheap, what is your first impression? If you are a value sensitive person, we are trained to think that cheap means low quality, right. So, you do not want that. So, that sense that it is too cheap sometimes can have a negative connotation, right. You need to articulate that it is good quality, but at a lower price, right. Let us say your Zudio, right. What is the advantage of that? What is the positioning here? Is that the compared to your other low end stores where you will buy youth fashion or daily fashion dress items, Zudio presents it as a high end thing. The ambience or the store is not does not give you the cheap feel, but the products may be at a lower price, right. That is where it is you can create that kind of situation where there is latent demand, but many users may not go there because it looks too cheap. We will not go to, let us say, compared to a neighborhood shop which is regular shop in the street. Let us say the price point may be same, but you will still prefer to go to Zudio, which gives you ambience or sense of quality at a lower price, right. The sixth option is go for a market with high demand, but you have to aggressively reach out to customers to consider a better product than what they are using. Here the demand is already there, products are already there, you have to push or you have to aggressively go for a switch, right. They you have to convince that your product is better than what the customer user is currently having, right? Then it's a switch is possible, right?